You can't stop the rain when it starts to fall, when it starts to pour, when it starts to rain. There's no one else to blame when it starts to rain. Oh, dum 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 do they do they, you dumb dumb hoes. Once again, I welcome you to another episode of Build or Destroy. This is where we separate the fact from the fiction, the rumors from the real, the lies from the truth, the what is from the what it ain't. Because you know, if you let a lie live long enough, it becomes the truth. It becomes the truth. So I had to open up the show with a little interlude. That interlude is from Loose Ends, one of my favorite groups. Favorite R&B groups. One of my favorite R&B groups. Well, you see I'm repping 122 always, nigga. 122, baby. Always. Rich Family Clothing Co. Courtesy of Rich Family Clothing Co. As I interject that. Loose Ends, You Can't Stand the Rain. Pfft, my man used to hit gears going uptown to that. We get uptown in 15 minutes. Pushing a cherry red M3, listening to Loose Ends, You Can't Stand the Rain. That's what it was, man. So to hear that and bring it back classic in a show that I was watching, I tell you, man, 50, you doing it, bro. You doing it. You opening up the time portals, bro. You know what I'm saying? I love you for that, brother. I know they kind of fucked up the episode by leaking it, pulling it back, and delaying it. And it's already kind of leaked. But that's all right, bro. That's all right. You know when you go uptown and you put bullshit on the block, then you got to come back and say, yo, pardon me, man. Pardon me, man. Here you go. With a couple of samples and shit. You know how it used to be, baby. Well, anyway, we bring to you another episode, so let's build. Oh, those Washington Wizards. Watch out for the Washington Wizards. They on fire, man. They undefeated. The Washington Wizards. Yeah, the Washington Wizards. Not the basketball team. Not the basketball team, my G. The Washington Wizards for real. Yeah, you know where they at. They in Washington. That's why the basketball team is named Washington Wizards. They running sorcery to the highest degree on you, man. Word. They running heavy sorcery right now. Gandalf, Merlin, Harry Potter, all of them. They lining you up. Heavy sorcery by the Washington Wizards. Yeah. You didn't see when they used sex magic on you, man. About 4 weeks ago, maybe give or take a week, they did some sex magic on you, bro. Yeah. They sent Captain Kirk, beam me up Scotty, Captain Saberho, James T. Kirk, William Shatner, touched the outer realms went up to hit the outer realms of outer space on some beam me up Scotty. He got in a ship that looked like a flying scrotum, man. Okay? So they flying through the atmosphere in a flying scrotum, for the lack of a better term, for a flying penis. And they work sex magic on you. He's an elder. He gotta be at least 80 something. Right? He went up in a spacecraft of some sort, a flying scrotum, to penetrate the atmosphere. Look at the sex magic of that. They understand that what God made to penetrate the woman's atmosphere is the most unique thing when it comes to penetration. I don't want to get too vulgar, but the Most High has designed that instrument to penetrate and give life. So they felt they're going to emulate what God has already made and use that to penetrate the atmosphere. So he goes up with 2 other astronauts, a young lady and a man. Wow. Now, if you know anything about James T. Kirk, Captain Kirk, USS Enterprise, Star Trek, right? Dude is a savage when he get around women, kid. And he go to any universe, any planet, and just start skinning up green broads, yellow broads with 4 eyes, 4 eyebrows, whatever, B. Whatever. He's a savage. So they work sex magic on you. They went up in a flying penis, penetrated the atmosphere. I don't know if they had a threesome, a menage a trois while they was up there, or what kind of drugs they was on. But when he came back out of that experience, he was basically speechless. He was looking around like he was in another dimension or something. Yeah, because the sorcery is high right now. They running heavy sorcery, man. Watch out for them Washington Wizards, bro. They are undefeated. Okay? And they work in their wizardry. Remember, Merlin, Gandalf, Harry Potter, all of them. But you gotta use your higher state of mind, man. Let's elevate yourself to a higher state of understanding. And be aware of what's going on around you. Okay? They working this sorcery on you. But that was a display of sex magic. So I'm not going to get too deep into that. But these are sciences that you're not aware of, these sciences. Okay? Also, they run in the science of eliminating our history and eliminating us slowly but surely, but right in front of our eyes. I am a Nubian, but I am of a darker hue. Okay? They trying to graft me image-wise, into a different type of Nubian. They changing the paradigm of what Nubian is. No disrespect to Jerry Jeter, Blake Griffin, Patrick Mahomes. No disrespect to them. But they're on the understanding level when it comes to pigmentation. I'm a knowledge seed. They are understanding seed. Meaning their pigmentation is a less of a caliber. So I'm aware of this, and I want you to be aware of it. Because why? They doing it in marketing now. I went in the supermarket to get some nourishment and some guard degree. I'm looking through the aisles. I noticed Uncle Ben is not on the box of rice no more. Why not? Why is the box called Ben's now? But the box is the same color it been, with the same font that been on the box. But I look and I don't see my good brother Uncle Ben on the box any longer. And they have changed the name from Uncle Ben's to Ben's. Now, Uncle Ben, I'm familiar with based on the character imagery on the box when they marketed Uncle Ben's cereal, Uncle Ben's rice. My bad. Pardon self, pardon wisdom. So I'm familiar with the character imagery of Uncle Ben, and he's a Nubian elder. Okay, I don't have a problem with you putting a Nubian elder on merchandise because it is telling a part of history, particularly if Uncle Ben is a real person. They do that a lot in this culture of our history. They make up imagery based on a real person and make it as if it's a fictional character. So believe me, and you understand this, Uncle Ben, the derivative of Uncle Ben comes from somewhere. So even if his name ain't Ben, they showing you something. Okay? They doing the same thing to Aunt Jemima. First of all, late 80s, early 90s, I want to say, if my memory recalls me right, they took the bandana off of Aunt Jemima and gave her a perm. People didn't even like that. They was like, yo, why you processing my Nubian queen right now? Let's leave her in her natural state. You had her on the box for years as a slave. We dealt with that. We dealt with it. Why? Because it's a true part of history. You know why we dealt with it as a true part of history? Because once again, these are our ancestors. You portrayed them that way. But the part of history that we do not want to erase is to show that y'all don't know how to cook, man. Y'all don't know how to cook. That's why my ancestors are on boxes of food that y'all market. Right? So yes, you changed Aunt Jemima and gave her a perm. Now you took her off the box, but once again, just like Uncle Ben's, you left the box the same color, changed the complete name to some other company, and have a picture of a factory on the box now. You trying to erase my history right in front of me? Because I know something about why those characters are on that box. Number one, Pancakes. Y'all don't know nothing about Pancakes. Y'all don't know how to cook. We had to teach y'all everything. I mean, listen, man, let's educate everyone on this show so we can have a healthy respect for everything, bro. Let's keep it 100. We civilized the Caucasian race. I know people hate to hear that, man. But in doing civilizing the Caucasian race, we cooked for y'all. We kept home for y'all. We cultivated land for y'all. And we breastfed your children. So when Aunt Jemima had her kids, and after she finished making pancakes for everybody, she had to then breastfeed your child. So how dare you take her off the box and then say we're angry about her being on the box? You didn't ask us. You didn't ask us, was we offended about Uncle Ben being on the box or Aunt Jemima being on the box? You never asked us. Man, it's getting hot in here, man. I'm about to light it up, boy. I'm about to light it up. You ain't never asked us. You never asked us how we felt about that. You was running with it, making money. Now you want to draw the narrative to us that, oh, this is a cancel culture. The Nubian race and black folks are offended by it. Okay, if we was offended, check it out. Taking her off the box or taking him off the box at this point is another disrespect to us. So we extra offended now. So if you wanted to repair us any type of way because of that, you should have asked. And number one, I tell you what, start repairing us with finances. Yeah, compensation. You dragged us for decades with that advertisement. Now you talking about we offended? Okay, if you determine we offended, we need some type of reparation for that. You made millions of dollars off of our images. Now you saying we offended. We not offended. You know why? Because we dealt with it, yo. So now we holding that shit up high. Now you talking about taking it away. Nah. No, you not taking it away. We holding it high. And we using it as a beacon of light to show our children how much we did for society. Because y'all don't know how to cook. Wendy's, her face still on the Wendy thing, right? At the restaurant. Dave Thomas, daughter Wendy, her face and image, even if that's not even her real face or image, is still there. I'm sure she didn't look exactly like that. But once again, how dare you determine for us what offends us? And we got to be careful with that, man. We always allowing someone to determine what's right for us, what's wrong for us, what's fair for us, what's not fair for us, what we should be doing, what we should not be doing. Now, we got to determine that ourselves, man. We need to determine that ourselves, yo. So no, I'm not offended. I'm more offended by you trying to run sorcery, Because if you're going to change the name, change everything, bro. Take it down. Change the color, because that's fucking sorcery. That's sorcery what you doing. If I go to the pancake aisle and I see red and yellow on a box, that's Aunt Jemima. That's what you programmed me for. No, I'm not running with the program no more. So if you take Uncle Ben and take his name off the box and just call it Ben's, I don't know who Ben is, and that ain't showing nothing about history. I'm not buying that product. How about that? If I don't see Aunt Jemima on that box, I don't care if it's red and yellow. And the picture on the box looked like some factory. Y'all don't make pancakes out of a factory, man. Big Mama was in the backyard making chicken, pancakes, and all kind of stuff back there that y'all smelt from the big house. And y'all came back there, hey, what y'all doing back there? Oh, we making flapjacks. What's that? Bring a couple inside. I want to know what. And that's how you started running with it, bro. Let's tell a story for real though. And you're not going to erase the story. Just like decades from now, oh, these are Michael Jackson kids. They have a picture of Michael Jackson kids. What? They're Caucasian or something. Well, let's see how Michael Jackson looked. They'll show you a picture of his bleached skin. They won't show you Jackson 5s. They're going to show you that. Oh, Michael Jackson is white. See how they erase your culture right there in front of you? Right in front of you this time, though. See, it took the Egyptians to die and pass away for them to do it to them. But they're doing it right to you in front of your face. No. If you don't put Uncle Ben's face back on the box and his whole Uncle Ben's name up there, not buying it, and you shouldn't either. And not to say that I buy it still anyway, but let's shut them down. Okay? Aunt Jemima, if she not on that box, forget the color being red and yellow, because you were programmed by the sorcerer and they running sorcery and wizardry on you. Don't buy it. Because they never asked you, was you offended? When have they cared so much about you, bro? Or sister? When? Now all of a sudden everybody cares so much about what we think, how we feel, and we gotta stop falling into it because it's making you more emotional. It's reverse psychology. Oh, the Washington Wizards is undefeated, man. And I ain't talking about Bradley Beal and them. I'm talking about Merlin, Gandalf, and Harry Potter, man. Get your mind straight, man, and your spirituality up. Right? Use your third eye and exercise it all the time, man. So once again, man, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit your notification bell, because you're gonna need this information. We going into the new year, man. And if you in any of your books, the Bible, the Quran, we in the last chapters of all of them. Meaning this is it. You remember Michael Jackson put out that? This is it. And after he put that out, wasn't it? That was it.